leather gloves, we're slapping in hams. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick, was chasing the deer that circled the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball, play ball.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives, live from the hotel room at the Hampton Inn in beautiful Binghamton, New York. There's no P in there, right? It's Binghamton, New York. Tonight's show is brought to you by the law firm of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community. Hello, where are my co-hosts? Let me see my co-hosts tonight. Oh, the two beauties.
Lots of ladies in the house tonight.
No more Laughter Saves Lives live. It's going to be Laughter Saves Lives. Ooh. Delicious. Hello, ladies.
You sound like you've been cooped up a little too long.
I have not really, but the reason I'm up in Binghamton is because my little baby daughter, Olivia, 22 years old, graduating this year with her master's, had some health issues, and they told her if she didn't get back to school ASAP, she may not graduate with a master's. Wow. So she said, hey, Dad, why don't you come back with me and drive me everywhere and get me food and do every little friggin' thing, you know. So, you know, she slept in the hotel last night, and she just kind of rolls over at 9 o'clock. Dad, just go get me some oatmeal. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm running around for my baby so she can graduate on time.
Well, that's nice. Daddy. That's good.
He's all right.
I don't know if anybody cares, but it does say Mr. Roseanne Sartino under John's picture.
Yes, I put that there. I thought it would be cute.
Oh, you did that?
I did that.
You are.
Because I thought it would be cute.
You are funny.
I'm all right. So a few things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Number one, I'm sure I know you've both stayed in hotels. Have you ever had the fire alarm go off in a hotel?
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell you my story. You can tell. No, I'm on the first floor near the fire exit. Okay. So 6 a.m. yesterday morning, the alarm goes off. I thought it was my room that was going off. Like, I'm looking to see if it's the CPAP machine that's burning, you know, whatever. So then I open the door in my undies and I don't see any smoke. I said, all right, got dressed, exited the building, walked around the hotel, went to the front desk as a true firefighter would. And I said, hey, bro, what do you got? So he goes, oh, one of the rooms, smoke, whatever. I go, what room? Do you know what room? He goes, yeah. I go, did you check it out? He says, yeah, it's nothing really. It wasn't, they were doing some kind of drug something in there. They were making something, I don't know what, but they took off before the police and the fire got here. They took off. So everybody's outside the hotel waiting for the fire to come, right?
Right.
I said, this is a good time to work out. So I go in the gym. Everybody's outside the hotel. I could see into the gym. And I am working out, waiting for the fire department to come. Fire department come, clears the room, had breakfast, didn't stop my day, forged ahead. So that was how my morning started. I had an accident the other day playing with Rich Walker, playing pickleball.
Oh.
What happened?
We got Richie out on the court. Can you believe this?
I did see the picture. I was very surprised. I didn't know he was an athlete too.
Well,
He thought that.
Let's run that back. Richie played. Stop with the athlete. He came with some kind of flip-flopping shoes and some weird short. He stood out. But we had a lot of fun, me, him, and Santo, and Richie learned the game. But one of the first balls, I don't know if you can see this. I ended up not diving.
Boo-boo.
I got a boo-boo there, but I fell on my hip hard.
And I said, anything, John.
I know. I said, Teresa, I'm getting too old to be diving on a hard court, you know?
Yeah. That is true.
I'm still a little sore, but I'll be back out there Sunday at Laughter Saves Lives Pickleball.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Big disaster this week, ladies. I don't know if you heard. Fitbit stopped their competitions.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No, it sounds like a minor problem, but that kept me going. I'm a competitor.
that motivated you big time.
Big time. So I think what I'm going to do is set up a spreadsheet on Google Drive and have some people enter there. I don't know. I was very upset about it. You know, my daughter said, "Dad, just go pick me up some skim milk." Like I told her the whole story. She was, "Dad, I need skim milk."
She doesn't care.
No, from my apartment, I need some skim milk. What else did I have to talk about? Patchogue Fire Department last Sunday, I brought my dad pancake breakfast, a nice fundraiser. One of their, I shouldn't say a nice fundraiser. One of their members has liver cancer, I think, female. I forget her name. Hope was her first name. So I dragged Dad out there and made a nice donation from Laughter Saves Lives. And the only reason I could do that is for you people out there that buy the shirts, that make the donations for Laughter Saves Lives. So it was nice to be able to do that. And, you know, but when I'm making a donation like that, I'm probably bad. I got to get my money's worth. I had 12 pancakes. I had like 15 sausages. I feel like I got to, you know, no, is that wrong?
No, listen.
No, I do the same thing.
You got to get your money's worth. You're only going to get.
Oh, but here's the funny part. I bought a bunch of raffles and I put a ton in the Met tickets and a ton in the TV.
And
I wrote my name on the back of all because I was leaving. And when I got home, I said to my wife, "Look at all these tickets I bought." And I took them out and one of them had my name on it. I put the wrong one in the.
Oh, no.
oh, you know
I'm an idiot. Because I'm an idiot.
You know that's the one they pulled.
I know it. Oh, I know that. And my wife goes, "Why don't you call them and tell them?" That's even more embarrassing. I'm going to call and say, "Yeah, listen, I took the name." No, I'd rather lose than do that. You know.
Oh God.
Let's see what time we got. Let's see what else I got going on. All right. So now, Teresa, are you a baseball fan? Well, you do the.
I love baseball.
But I mean, are you a real fan?
Well, I mean, I don't know what you mean by real fan. I mean, I grew up in Queens, so of course I was a Met fan.
Met fan. All right.
Queens, and my dad would take me to games at Shea.
All right.
Zachary lived around the corner from me.
Really?
Yeah, on Oceana Street.
That is cool.
Yeah, so I'm a fan.
All right. So I'm going to ask you a question. The two, because I know Roseanne is.
For the Yankees.
What about the Yankees?
Tomorrow's opening day for them.
Mets and Yankees.
Tomorrow. Oh, yeah.
Yes. But I've been to a Met game or two with Roseanne, and she is fun because she just keeps going back to the bar, come back, sit down, back to the bar. Everybody knows Roseanne. Everybody knows Roseanne at the bar. She buys the home run margaritas.
The home run margarita.
Nice.
Oh, they are
try that.
Oh, there's something else.
Ooh.
They are.
And men are lining up to buy them for her too.
Yeah.
All right. So I know you guys know there are rule changes this year, yes?
Yes.
Teresa, are you aware of this?
I did hear about it.
Okay. I am going to throw some of these rule changes out, and I want Roseanne and Teresa to tell me if that's a new rule change. First of all, this is not a rule change. There will be 25% more stolen bases this year. That's a lot, right?
That is.
Here's why. The players did some research, and they decided they're going to run faster.
Wow. They had to do research for that?
Yes, 50 years of research, and they decided, you know what? If we run faster, we'll steal more bases.
Okay.
I think that was a prerequisite.
Make a note.
That would be just logic, but
Make a note. No, make a note.
professional.
Make a note.
Were they
All right.
running slower before? I don't know.
Running faster. Now, here are some of the rule changes. The bases are bigger. Okay? They're making the bases 3 feet wider and higher.
Now, 4.
So that 3 feet wider and higher.
No.
So if the players or the runner gets tired, they have a nice place to sit. rule. Another new rule. You ready? You writing these down? Another new rule.
Go ahead.
No more shifts. They will not be allowed to take 3 players and put them on one side of the base. Okay? Did you know that?
No. No.
Yes, they're no more shifts, but they're allowed to take one fan with a big glove and stick him in the field.
That is not true.
That is the new rule, Roseanne.
Really?
One more. You ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
There's a timer now with the pitcher.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, here's how it works. The pitcher has 15 seconds to throw the ball. Okay? But the batter can't swing until the ball is in the catcher's glove. Write it down. New rule. New rule. It's going to be an awkward game. Awkward, but new rule. I have
It's a good thing.
more.
It's a good thing you don't write the rules for baseball.
No, I have one more.
Hey, John.
Are you ready?
John.
One more. Yes.
John, before you do that, I
Yes.
have to bring somebody on because they only have about 47 seconds between what they have to do and being on the show.
Okay,
So
bring him
I'm
on.
going to bring them on real quick.
Why?
Thanks,
Rich.
Hey, what is
Rich?
it? No.
It's the athlete.
Rich?
Who knows
HIPAA-
nothing
HIPAA
about
rules.
sports.
Yes, HIPAA rules. I could not speak about why you're not on the show tonight. Can you tell our viewers why you're not on the show?
Because tomorrow I have a procedure,
What
a
kind of
colonoscopy. So I wanted to be close
right.
to my restroom.
Wowza.
Yeah.
All right, so
now we know why you only have
Richie,
47 seconds.
What?
yes.
Yeah.
Now Richie,
Why you only have 47 seconds.
shares that with you very nicely. Richie called me at 7:30 this morning, okay, which Richie never calls me before 11. And he
Right.
says, listen, I don't think I can do the show. I got a colonoscopy tomorrow. I go, when did you think you were going to be able to sit in a studio with the prep for the colonoscopy? Because I read the directions last night and it seemed complicated. I don't think I can do it.
Well, what happened was I opened up the bag and it's like all pills and everything now. It's like not a liquid anymore. Well,
Yeah.
and I go, oh, what is this? And I'm like looking at the whole thing, and it's like it warned me. It had a lot of warnings on the sheet.
Really?
Yeah, warning, don't
Yeah.
go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Don't
Yeah.
do a TV or radio show.
There's a
It
tip.
what?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say there's a tip and a trick to prepping for a colonoscopy that my mom taught me. And
And what
it is for 1 to 2 days before the colonoscopy. If you could do 2, great. If not, just do 1. Only have liquids, broths, jello, tea, coffee, at least because then it's less you got to spend time emptying out.
Thank you,
No.
Teresa.
No,
like
I'm
the way-
going to empty out for 12 hours and I'm done. And I'm going to get a big bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich as soon as
Yes,
in the morning.
yes, definitely. The
But
best meals are after a colonoscopy, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Without
Fill
a doubt.
you right back up again.
I have to go against
Yeah.
yeah.
Richie, listen, good luck with the colonoscopy.
Thank you.
Seriously, you're doing the right thing. I've had 5 of them because I have a family history.
Yeah.
People, go get your colonoscopies. It's nothing difficult. The night before, you're on the ball a little bit. So what? Bring a magazine. You get a nice sleep.
Or
It's
you
over
can
in a.
send it in the mail now. You could send your poop in the mail
You
now.
can. Poop in a
Yeah,
box.
but I don't know. They say that's not 100%.
Yeah. Teresa, from what I understand, I'm not a doctor. As you know, I'm very smart, but I'm not a doctor. If there's no family history and you're a certain age, sending it through the mail is okay.
Oh,
But I have a family history. I don't know if Richie does, but I had to get I had 4 or 5 already.
wow.
Well, we are going to be there tomorrow morning, live on the air, just like
Yes.
Katie Couric did
Yes.
Yes.
with Rich Walker and his colon.
We'll know him inside and out.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
it's
right.
gonna be so intimate.
All right.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
we have to
The
go to break.
magic school.
I'm having an open viewing if anybody's interested.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, good luck.
All right.
Good luck with it, Richie. Let us know
All right,
how it
I'll
went.
let you guys go to your show. I just
All
wanted
right.
to check in. If you need me, you won't need me. You
Good.
got a lot of show.
Well, you got
Look
a
at
lot
how
of.
fast you found Teresa jumped in.
Yeah. Well, Teresa's awesome, and look at them. Who's going to want me back with these two ladies on the set?
It's over. It looks like the morning show
Right.
over there.
Ooh, like the morning show.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hoda and Jenna.
Yes.
I had
looks
my
like-
last. I had maybe Richie wants to stay for my last baseball.
Yeah, I
Make
want to
it
hear
quick.
it. Let me hear it.
Make it quick.
Make it quick. Oh, here it is. Nope. And this is important because they're on TV. Okay. No player is allowed to grab his crotch.
That's
That
not
has
true.
to be done by the closest. That has to be done by the closest player to him.
All right.
That has
Very
to be
fun.
done by the closest female fan.
Listen, John. When we go to commercial,
No
John,
rules.
I need you to.
All right.
need you to log out and log back in because you're dropping in and out. So during the commercial,
Me?
yes, you're John, aren't you? So I need you to
I am.
log out once we go to commercial and then log back in. Okay?
10-4.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Let's go to our first break.
Okay.
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualified.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
And we're back.
We're back. And
Oh,
we're back.
Oh, and John is back.
I'm
There
just
he
getting
is.
ready for bed.
Oh, I know.
Sexy.
You look like an elephant.
Right? I do a good elephant. My granddaughter loves my elephant. Just a quickie. This Friday, we're at the American Legion Hall in Forest Hills, 422 Greenlawn Fire, on May 19th. The Argyle Theater with the Long Island Comedy Festival. We are teaming up for the first time, doing a show, a show. We're raising money for a few veterans charities. That's May 28th at the Argyle Theater.
Nice.
Good
Beautiful
stuff.
theater.
Good stuff coming up. It is. I've been there before, and I have been chased out of there. Yeah, I've been actually told to leave. Yeah.
And yet they're having you back. That's good.
Here's what I heard. Here's what I heard when I I actually opened up the show, okay? And I heard one woman in the front row whisper to her husband, "Is this a comedy show?" So I guess I wasn't doing well. That was only like 10 minutes into my set, though.
Oh, all right. You had to warm up.
Yeah. All right, let's bring in this next guy. This is a real treat. He has been a friend of mine for a number of years. I met him through Frank Fiella, NYPD. He's also retired NYPD, moved out to Texas, and is doing some awesome work with a number of charities, mental health charities, and I'm going to let him tell you. Please, a nice warm welcome for John Salerno is here tonight.
Oh, let's have applause.
Poor John. Yeah, we love having you, but poor John, because I was on his show today, and I told the same baseball jokes.
You know, thank you for having me on. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Roseanne, Teresa. John, you know, those jokes bombed on my show. They bombed here. I tell you, I was sitting here in the green room just shaking my head.
I thought it was a Texas thing. I thought they work in New York.
Oh,
my God. All right. Well,
horrible.
Someone that gets hurt in pickleball. I mean, that's a little. I started playing pickleball myself, and I found out. You get hurt in pickleball. That's like getting hurt in shuffleboard.
That's true.
It's not the same.
Come on.
It's not the same.
It's kind of the same, John.
What part of Texas are you in, John? What part of Texas?
I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's the Metroplex between both of them. Right by the airport, DFW.
Nice.
Yeah.
He moves from New York. Now he has a built-in pool in his backyard, and he thinks he's it.
And the
got 3 more square foot.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the best Super Bowl parties I ever went to was at your house about, 5 years ago?
About 5 years ago, yeah. Yeah.
Frank and I.
A lot of fun.
Was Frank with me on that trip, or was that another trip? I don't think Frank was with me. I wasn't
with you on that. Nope.
No.
No.
That was a nice trip. A few things with you, my brother. You're working on you introduced us to a bunch of wonderful people over the years, gave us some great guests, but recently we had the Gimp on. And we're going to be doing stuff with him. Tell our audience about the Gimp a little bit and what he's all about.
You know, before I get into the Gimp, let me just explain the motorcycle community to you. A lot of people get pushed the stigma of the motorcycle community. They think they're 1%ers. They're all outlaws. But 99% of them are all law-abiding motorcycle enthusiasts, either veterans of first responders or family of. And Gimp is a retired New Jersey police officer who broke his back. That's why they call him Gimp. Broke his back on the job and had to retire, but he still gives back. And you guys had him on the show. And when I had him on my show, man, he just impressed the hell out of me on what him and his wife do. His wife's a nurse. And they go to these homeless encampments. I mean, not just the side of the road stuff. They go deep into the woods where their communities of homeless are living. And his wife offers medical aid, and he offers food, tents, blankets, all the necessities. So in January, just before he was on your show, I think, he said, I have to be able to do more. And he went out and he spent the night in January out in one of these homeless encampments.
Wow.
To see actually if he's bringing the right stuff, if he's bringing everything they need.
Yeah.
And he learned so much about the homeless community that now he can provide more for them. And he's just an amazing guy who's got a wonderful heart. Him and the whole group Iron Legacy for the homeless community. And, you know, it's nice to see somebody of service go out. And I don't want to say there are forgetting people. I mean, humanity shows us that even we're 2 weeks away from homelessness, all of us. Right. We could all, be out on the street tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we look at the homeless population as subhuman. And that's not how that's not how the world's supposed to be. The world is supposed to be, give and, support others and lift them up. And that's what Gimp does, man. He's a wonderful, wonderful human being.
Wow. And these are the kind of people, like I was saying to you today, I want to do comedy shows at this point moving forward. I mean, listen, if somebody wants to do a big show and they want to hire me in some comics, that's money for my family. I'll do that show, absolutely. But to do a show for an organization like that, who's directly giving back, to go down there, do a show. But like I said to him, I want to do more than that. I need to touch this. I need to go down, go with you to the. I don't know if I could spend the night. I don't know if I'm friggin' brave in the middle of January, to be honest. But I want to visit them, and I want to see it for myself, because I feel it. You could feel it better. You can do more. So we're excited to work with him, because this is what it's all about, doing this stuff in memory of my guys and really touching people like that. And thank you for introducing me to him, because it's going to be awesome. He's going to be, in fact, I have a phone call with him next week.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Good.
Yeah.
And, we raise money all over the world through the motorcycle community. And we found out, we did like crushing some numbers, and the motorcycle community alone raises over $1 billion a year for charities, for different charities, from for the homeless, for special needs, for the Special Olympics, for the Dream Rides. I mean, for Bikers Against Bullying. We were shocked to find out how much money these individuals actually raise. So that's why we try to uplift them as much as we can and help them out as much as we can, because they're the forgotten few as well. No, they see a leather jacket, tattoos, and they're like, they put that immediate stigma on them.
Teresa and Roseanne, are you bikers?
I'm not a biker, but my ex-husband did have a motorcycle. I have ridden on motorcycles. I don't dislike them, you know.
I
enjoy a nice bike ride on a nice day. You know, I'm really good at it. You know how I know I'm really good at riding a motorcycle, John? I once fell asleep on a motorcycle.
Oh, jeez.
On the back?
Yep.
Wow. That was a smooth ride.
Really?
That's not uncommon. My wife fell asleep on the back of my bike.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And
Going down Ocean Parkway.
Was there any of this involved?
No. No. And every time he would slow down, our helmets would clink, and that's how it'd wake up. And he turned around and he went, "Are you sleeping?"
That's so funny.
My uncle Tony had a motorcycle, and he took me on it when I was much younger, and I loved it. But that was the only time.
Well, if you guys come to Jersey, we'll get you on the back of Iron Legacy's bikes.
I have a question. John LaRocchia was a member of the greatest and bravest in the world.
Right.
The
FDNY.
Fire Department of New York, the FDNY, in one of the most elite units, Hazmat 1.
Yeah. What are you getting at?
Did you just say you'd be too afraid to stay outside in January?
What I'm saying is, I'm being realistic here. I would do it but I'm saying it's not something that. Listen, I'm saying GIMP is awesome. That's what I'm saying. The GIMP is awesome. If GIMP said to me, "Hey, brother, you got to go out with me into the woods in the middle of course I would do it. I wouldn't want to get run over by the GIMP on his bike. But yes, I would do it. But what I was going to say, and thank you for noticing that, Butch, and repeating that. But what I wanted to say to Roseanne and Teresa is, I have a bike with a banana seat. So if you guys ever want to go out for a ride,
oh wow,
I
had one. Sign me up.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much a Schwinn, a brand new Schwinn, the yellow one with the yellow banana seat? Do you know how much those cost?
$653.
$859.
Close.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
That's crazy.
All right, let's get back to Mr. Salerno here, because he's all the way coming all the way from Texas. Tell us what you are involved with right now. What are you in the middle of? Because it's always something.
Well, right now we're doing a lot of workshops for our first responders. I just got finished doing one in Rowlett Fire Department for post-traumatic stress. We did a family workshop with those guys, and we're just helping healing and letting you're not alone. Everybody battles, and the family battles more than you think, and they go unrecognized a lot of times. So we want to bring them into the loop. We want to connect them as well. There's way too many suicides in our first responder and our veteran communities, and we're just trying to provide some sort of outreach to try to stop it and maybe get that communication and that conversation going, so we can start getting people to get their coping mechanisms back up.
I wouldn't do this to my average guest, and you just tell me no or shut up. Is there anything that you want to share where you have been touched by post-traumatic stress or depression that could help our viewers?
Without a doubt.
That you feel comfortable sharing. If you don't, then don't.
I mean, how far do you want me to go? I mean, I'm an open book.
I know. Just we only have a few minutes, but
here's the quick version. Here's a quick version. I'll say this on your show, as I said it many times. As a man, this is very hard to do. But I was sexually assaulted for 2 years as a child, right? And I buried that. And for 40 years, I never spoke a word of it, and I never told my family, never told anybody. So as a first responder, I took all that trauma from first responder events, and I put them on top of that trauma that happened as a child, you know. Right. And then one day I opened up, because it is, you know, your brain never forgets. It's going to come out somehow, some way. It's going to, Pandora's box is going to open. And then all the traumas came out. And I know you know about it, but at that point, I attempted suicide. This was 2 years ago. I still got the holes in the window. Team who shot 6 canisters of gas in my house. And I didn't know how to cope. And I'm glad I didn't take myself out that day, because I learned something. And this really, I'm getting the chills even thinking about it, is that I learned that there was a chess painting in the Louvre in Paris. I don't know if you guys ever seen this. It's called Checkmate, right? It's the devil playing chess with the king. And it's been there for, centuries, I guess. And a chess scholar was walking through the Louvre, and he was looking at this painting that they call a checkmate that says the devil won. So he studied it for about 2 or 3 hours, and he goes, "There's one more move. This wasn't checkmate." And they call it one more move now instead of checkmate. And if I can bring anything out to anybody out in your listening audience, is that it's never checkmate. There's always one more move. There's a solution for everything. As bad as things seem that they can get, you feel like you're out of the game, there's always that one more move that can bring you to a healing process. And thank God I had that healing process.
Amazing.
You're still here.
Absolutely.
Really.
Thank you.
Amazing that I know I put you on the spot, and I said only have a few minutes. Man, you just gave out some awfully powerful information in those 4 minutes, whatever it was. Thank you, John. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. But I know I could do that.
Okay.
All right.
You know, just to let you know the ripple effect on this. I had on my show, I had a firefighter from Oklahoma, very prominent firefighter from Oklahoma, who shared his childhood experience going through the same thing with me on my show, right? And I felt that. And I was like, wow, that if he could share it, I could share it, right? And that's why I bring it out, because there are thousands of men out there. There are thousands of children out there and adults who have went through the same experience. It's not your fault. It's nothing to be ashamed of, but you do have to get it out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
good.
You know, but you have to get it out in the right situation and at the right time, because you know.
That's a testimonial that a lot of people need to hear. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for allowing me to share it. Thank you.
My God. You know, you're always a great guest. I knew that I was putting you on the spot, but I knew that I could do that with you. I could do that with you because we slept together in Florida. So
and anybody who has 5 colonoscopies, that's not a medical procedure. That's something you like.
I only needed 3.
You're talking about a banana seat bicycle. You went through 5 procedures in a month. That's kind of.
It wasn't a month. It wasn't a month. That was over 10 years. Thank you, John.
You're back again.
How can we find you? How can people find you and watch what you do?
Well, you can find me I got 2 shows. One show on Monday night is called the Badge of Honor podcast. It's me and Samantha Horowitz. She's a retired Secret Service agent who was in she was in Tower 1 when the building got struck. She was in the elevator heading to work.
She's been on our show. She's been on our show. Yep.
Yes. So I do a show with her on Monday nights. And then on Wednesday nights, just prior to this show, we do the 99% Radio Network, where we try to make a difference throughout the world. We're global. And we just uplift other organizations, and we uplift the biker community and anybody who out there is trying to help do the right thing, like Laughter Saves Lives.
You're awesome, my brother. You're awesome. And it's an honor and a pleasure to know you, my friend.
Thanks. Same here. And Teresa, Roseanne, thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
So much.
Thanks for sharing.
Roseanne, one thing. I wasn't stalking you. I promise. But I saw that you lived in Oceanside. You grew up in Oceanside?
Who, me?
Yeah. Did you grow up in Oceanside?
I was born in Oceanside.
You were born in Oceanside?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My family came from Oceanside off Long Beach Road.
Oh, okay.
And they were the only pink house on the road next to the Jewish Center. I was wondering if you had any passings by that. The only pink house that was out there.
I bet my mother would know if I tell my mother, and she'll probably say, "Oh yeah, I remember
that pink house."
All right, we got to chase this guy out of here, Mr. Solano.
God bless you.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Bye, John.
Bye.
Is he not awesome? Is he not awesome?
Amazing.
He does really good work. And let me tell you something. We've seen an uptick in the need for mental health in schools.
Absolutely.
It's just, it's incredible.
It's horrific.
The amount of
terrifying.
it is.
You know what?
And you don't have the resources. There's wait lists. These kids can't get help.
It's horrible. And there's so many people out there that have those demons buried, and they want to keep them there because they don't want to walk through the fire and face them. You know, it's so I really applaud him because, you know,
by him sharing that,
you wish more people can really just walk through the fire and come out the other side and have that off their chest, so to speak. I mean, you're still always living with it, but you're addressing it. You're addressing it, not burying it.
And I'm sure that he will. And I'm sure that he has helped so many people.
Yes.
Take that step to get that help by sharing his story.
Definitely.
I'm going to go from there right to Teresa. This was a big anniversary for you this week, right, Teresa?
It was on March 16th. I was 8 years ago. I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And 10 days later, the 26th, I was in surgery at New York Presbyterian Hospital. Thank God for Dr. Theodore Schwartz. And I had a cavernous malformation, a nice tumor right here. So I have titanium plates and bolts. And thank God I'm still here 8 years later and everything seems to be working okay. I mean, my memory is a little, iffy, and sometimes I have to think about
isn't
a word,
At least you have an excuse.
It doesn't help on top of it. But I have to say, you talk about traumatic. I mean, I've come close to dying 5 times in my life, no joke. And one of them, I just went in for a routine gallbladder surgery. And they took, they wanted to do an endoscopy to make sure it was my gallbladder. And what they did was they added fluid to my system to take clearer pictures. And I woke up, I couldn't breathe. I remember coughing and coughing. My blood pressure dropped to 70/40.
Oh,
okay. And I felt like I was laying in ice water. And then it was weird because the next thing I know, I'm standing at the foot of the bed watching them prop me up to take an x-ray. The fluid that they gave me to take clearer pictures went directly into my lungs. And they gave me pneumonia. I was on oxygen for 2 weeks in the hospital. And again, many things. Talk about PTSD. I mean, I've lived it more than once, and it's horrific. It's terrifying. And there are times when I dehydrated the other day and you feel like you're going to die. And it just brought back memories of that feeling. And like, holy crap, I hope I get through this. And thank God I did, because you don't want to dehydrate either. It's not a good thing.
So let me ask you this, because one of the things I wanted to ask you, you've been through the mill. You've been through 10 mills. What do you do to get yourself through those times? What did you do What do you do to this day? Because I would imagine, and I said to you the other day, that you wake up almost every day and go, this is going to be a good day. I'm still here. Because I see how hard you work, and I see how the energy you give off. You're just a cool person to be around.
Thank you. I just
You
listen
know?
every day I wake up, when my eyes open, I say, thank you, God, for another day. That's the first thing. That's the first thing I do is I open your eyes, and you're still here. And I don't take anything for granted. I think my thing is that when you come close to dying and you've had such a traumatic experience, you really, the first thing I did was I got rid of all the toxic people in my life because they cause stress, and then stress shortens your life. That's the first thing I did. And then I really look at everything, not like it's new, but with more gratitude and appreciation. And I surround myself with people I love or adore or, want to be with, that have positive energy, that, enhance my life, and I want to enhance other people's life. I'm a people person. I love people. I'm never home. I'm always out. I want to be out. I want to be always doing something. My thing is too, I pray. I pray a lot, and I talk to, everyone believes in a different God or something. I believe in God. I'm a very spiritual person. And I'm not afraid to die. Not that I'm looking to go tomorrow, but I am not afraid to die. I know that there's a better place. I will be reunited with loved ones.
But you know what? There's something else though. You're not afraid to live. Like you live. I can. I see the posts on Facebook. Like she's doing this now. She's doing that now. She's really enjoying life. And I try to do that. I don't get out as much as you. But I try to do that through people that I meet. I'm up here in Binghamton. I talk to everybody. Yes. I just love that interaction with somebody you don't know. You're not looking to get anything from them. And just that interaction, you walk away and you're like, that was cool. That was nice. So you're an inspiration. I mean,
everyone has a story. And I love learning about people's stories, how you met your wife, or, where was the last place you traveled, or where do you want to go next? And the thing is, listen, I want to just say two things. Well, three things, actually. One is tell everyone you love them. Okay. The second thing is if you have anything on a bucket list, which we all seem to do, try to get it done so you have no regrets. And the third thing is listen to your body. It is so important to listen to it and not ignore signs and information that it's giving you. And be an aggressive advocate when it comes to your health, and asking questions to your doctors, and pushing for tests, and getting on top of that insurance company. Because insurance companies' models are find a way not to pay. That's like that's their motto.
Right,
so you have to really be aggressive and push and get things done until you get an answer of what it is and how it's going to be treated.
And that is
good.
That's very true.
Roseanne, one thing on your bucket list. You're retiring next year, Roseanne.
Yes, I'm retiring in June.
It's
in June.
And what are you doing in July? What is on your bucket list? One thing.
Oh geez, put me on the spot. I have a lot of things. I want to. I am giving a real, honest to goodness go. I'm getting back into acting. And that is, I hope to, fame would be great, but let's be realistic.
Just to be a working actor.
But just to be a working actor and to be in that environment.
Yes.
And to
there's something
working.
But there's something other than famous or being a working actor that I look at, because I'm not going to be a famous comic unless my screenplay hits or whatever. Maybe then I'll be able, but it's getting up each morning and going, hey, something cool might happen today. A lot of people don't wake up with that. They wake up, oh, I got to go to work. I got to do the same thing. We, the three of us here, have the ability to try to do something different, to give it a shot. And I always find that I love when my daughter sings the song for me, the Miley Cyrus song, What's the one in the mountain? What's the freaking one?
I'm thinking climb every
The
mountain.
climb.
No,
The
not climb every mountain. Butch.
The climb.
The climb. The climb. It's not.
Climb?
It's not make. You know. Yeah. Making it is cool. I mean, I'm sure it would be great if I made it as a comic, but to get up and still be climbing,
Right.
I don't want to say at our age,
Right.
you know, I'm older than you guys, but that's pretty cool
Yeah.
to be able to do that. You know,
I'm not looking for fame. I'm not. I like my anonymity. I don't have to be famous. I'm just looking to be a consistent working actor.
Yeah.
There are so many people out there that they're not, you know, an everyday name, but they're constantly working. They're constantly working. They're constantly working. You see them in everything, and they're constantly working years, 30, 40 years in the business. And they're constantly out there working. That's what I want. That's all I want, because I love the art of it. I love the craft of it. It's in my bones. It's what I want to do. If fame and fortune come with it, so be it. But that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is to go to my motherland, Italy, because I've never been there before. Never been to Italy. I want to go to Italy, Spain, Greece, and Ireland. And I'd love to go to Australia, because I actually have family that went from Italy to Australia. So my goal is a lot of traveling. I'd like to travel. You know, see some new places.
You're gonna do it.
You know,
personally, I think Roseanne should get back into acting, and for the Annie revival, should play Miss Hannigan.
I agree.
That's what I agree.
I do.
Very good. She'd make a very good Miss Hannigan. The only problem being, Annie will probably be taller than her.
More than likely. But you know,
we have to get a short Annie.
We'll get a short Annie. We'll get a little tiny Annie.
Get 6 or 7. They won't be.
We have to take our final break.
Oh, okay.
And then we have who we call lovingly the kid.
The kid.
We got the kid coming up.
The kid.
So let's go to break. We will say hello to our friends.
We'll be right back after this.
We are coming.
Hi, I'm Arthur Lee, founder, CEO, and inventor of LifeVac, a simple rescue device that can save a child's life in a choking emergency. All these people were saved with LifeVac. People may not realize that on average, 14 people a day die from choking-related incidents. Every 5 days, one of those is a child.
As simple as place, push, pull.
To learn more, please visit lifevac.net.
You in, kid?
Whitewater rafting. I want to go to Colorado, but I want to do a smaller rafting trip with some of the comics or whatever. Roseanne and Teresa, would you go?
Never done it. I'm in.
Yes?
I'm in. You know I'm in.
All right. Alex has no choice. He's coming.
I am not in. Quickly, because we don't do this enough, I just want to acknowledge some of our fans out there. Patrick McDonald, who's with us every day, every Wednesday, always has some great comments. Ann Rothney is fantastic. And we just want to thank all of our great fans out there.
Thank you. Yes, definitely. Thank you. All right, let's get to Alex. Alex, I approached Alex a few weeks ago, and I had the idea because Alex was in the back seat of the car when all us old farts, including Roseanne, I don't mean to call you an old fart, but all of us, they were singing show tunes. This poor kid is in the back seat
I love it.
and going to a comedy gig with us. And I said, Alex, is there anything you could teach us about how to not act so old, whatever? So we did a little segment a few weeks ago, and Alex said, let me come back. I think you got much older since we did this, John. So what do you got for us, Alex?
Well,
what do you got for us? Teach us. Talk to us.
All the guests who come on, you hear applause. I didn't get that. I don't know. The studio audience here hates me. You can't see this at home. Oh, thank you.
There it is.
There's hundreds of people here.
Well, you know, John just came in talking, so we didn't even have a chance to even say, hey, the kid's here.
The kid's
The
here.
kid's here. Sorry, Alex. The kid is here. Alex Bradley's here. Alex Bradley.
Okay, we're over it now.
Okay.
But what I wanted to talk about was you wanted me to talk to the older generations. And something that I've noticed lately is that the older generations are starting now to join TikTok. And I just want to say, as a public service announcement, you don't have to do that. It's not. It's a horrible app. The only reason I'm on it is because if I wasn't, I would be a social pariah amongst my peers. But if you're not in my generation, you're free to do whatever you want. Go sit on a porch. I don't know. The world is your oyster.
Listen, I don't tick or talk, so I'm just like a Facebook Insta girl. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I mean, but
I do like the TikTok.
Did you just say?
Why?
Did you just say, Alex? The world is our oyster. Go sit on a porch.
Yeah, exactly. You have the freedom to do that.
Thank you.
Or play bridge. I don't know what older people.
Pickleball.
Pickleball. Yeah.
Come on, the old people now are not the old people of way back when. We do.
That's
so
right.
much
Well, older people always want to jump on the new trends. You want to stay in it. But I feel like that always happens. Like Facebook was the first thing. It was for college students at first.
Right.
And now
we took it over.
Now my grandma, who was born in the 30s, is on Facebook.
Wow.
I mean, when she was a kid, Fortnite wasn't a game. It was the amount of time between meals. If you asked my grandma as a kid to show you a website, she would have taken you to the corner of the tenement that was infested with spiders.
That's true.
Times are changing.
That's true.
But older people always try to get involved in the young people's like when people first started using emojis. Young people started using emojis.
Right.
Older people were making fun of them.
Right.
But now older people use emojis.
Right.
But no offense, I don't think older people know how to use them because
I don't use them.
You don't use them, John? Because I think
use them, no.
I wish I had your number. I'd send you an emoji right now.
Yeah.
Show you I know how to use those emojis.
But older people, I notice, use emojis that are relevant but don't add anything. Like my mom will text me like I'm in the car emoji.
Okay.
Like as if I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna be like, I'm in the what?
Right.
That thing. I don't know. And then when you go on Facebook and you see older people having a conversation, they just say emojis for everything. It's like, hi, Brenda, waving emoji. It's a beautiful day, sun emoji.
Right.
We're having burgers, burger emoji. It's like they're teaching each other to read through association with images.
Right.
It's like a picture book.
That's funny.
That's not what emojis are for, I guess, huh?
No, we use the youths. And I'm not really that young, but it's a testament to how old John is that I'm supposed to represent.
You're a baby. How old are you?
23.
Oh my God!
I have underwear older than you.
Really? I have underwear older than me too. It's called hand-me-downs. But the young people use emojis in a nuanced way. Like I like the sunglasses emoji. You throw that on whatever you're saying.
I like that one.
It makes whatever you're saying cool.
Cool, right?
Because you can say like, I'm lost, sunglasses, and then people know I'm lost, but like in a cool way.
In a cool way?
Yeah, because it's always cool to get lost.
All right. So what emoji would you use for Roseanne and Teresa? How they handled the show tonight so wonderfully? What emoji would you throw out them?
Emoji. 100%.
Toast. Yeah.
I'll give you a glass of wine.
Glass of wine emoji. Yeah. I use the glass of wine emoji a lot. It's like one of the first ones that pop up when I go to my emojis.
Or the muscle one. I like the muscle too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, listen, it is a little bit true what you say, Alex, because when my mom, now that's old. When my mom,
she's an actual old person. You're young.
Yeah, exactly.
We're young here. John is old. Your mom is old.
But she didn't know what LOL meant.
Who's Irene Bradley?
She texted me about a family member or a friend of ours, somebody that we knew had passed away, and she went, LOL, and I was like, Mom, that's not funny. And she says, doesn't it mean loads of love?
With the laughing with tears emoji.
Right.
Some people out of touch, they think that's crying. They'll say like oh, your cousin died, laughing emojis.
Wow.
It's not good.
It's not good. All right. Come on, we have 12 seconds left. What are you going to leave us with?
12 seconds only?
Yeah. 7 now. 6. Should we
No,
count?
all right.
Listen,
All right, Alex.
thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I love you. I love you.
Love you.
Got it.
I
Tell
love
everyone
everybody
you love
in this
you, love
room
them.
and on that camera.
Alex, where are you going to be?
John made me do this. I don't know.
Alex, where can we find you?
Opinions. I wasn't mad or anything.
I love Bobby
Alex,
with Sarah.
Alex, where can we find you?
Here. I'll be
Here.
hanging around.
He lives
Roseanne, come to the studio. Roseanne?
I have some shows coming up this weekend in some restaurants out east. I'll be at La Buena Vida, and then on the 13th, I'll be at Desmond's.
Nice.
Teresa.
That's a nice place.
I was
Yeah.
there.
Teresa.
Teresa, plug your show, Teresa.
Higher. I do stand-up comedy. You can see me every Monday night at 8 o'clock on Tea Time with Teresa. And you need an actress? Give me a call too.
You know, Friday,
Guys,
I'll
thank
be
you so much.
the open mic at Paradise Studios. I'll be hosting the open mic.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys were awesome.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you, Butch.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. They'll have to say starts live. Good night.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer, the circle the lips, play ball. Play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.